My name is Lyle White. I head up the Johannesburg Business School. And please come join us for a program we are running on measuring what counts for an economic outlook and the purpose of business. This is a very exciting program and all that much more important right now, where we are at this watershed moment in a post-COVID world where we have been gifted a reset. We have seen megatrends compressed over this short period of time. And how are we looking into the future, and how are we making decisions in our personal lives and in our business and around the purpose of what exists around us. It is a really, really exciting moment for us, but we need to look more specifically at what counts and what we should be measuring. Looking into the future and planning for 2050, we are still obsessed with the textbooks, the economic textbooks that were written back in the 1950s, that were based on theories that were dreamt up and developed in the 18th. Will be divided into two sections. The first, having an economic orientation where we really dig into the measurements that determine economic progress and what should be looked at and what alternatives do we have to the central pivotal measures of GDP and perhaps wealth. What is our understanding of these? So what really is important is what lies ahead for 2020 and what does the next decade look like and how should it be measured? Which countries that we are covering and that we are looking at can be considered emerging? And does this still actually carry some relevance in the world that we are living through right now? Which countries and who will thrive through this process? What are we measuring again that will determine whether they are growing or thriving? And what are we measuring, and the measures that we have, do they really count for the future of society? It is all important that the measures that we have do speak to the progress of society and community building. And do we want to be part of just predicting the future, or do we want to create the future? And that takes us to the second part, the second component of this exciting program, one that looks at measuring what counts towards the purpose of business. Obviously, personal purpose should articulate into an organizational purpose. But what is the role of what is the role or the purpose of business generically across the board? And then, more importantly, what is the purpose of your business? This should be something that is contextually relevant here in South Africa and Africa at large, if you are indeed an African business. We will obviously start off by looking at key concepts, the CSI, ESGs, which is the economic, society and governance, conscious capitalism, and obviously the new compassionate normal, and where business fits in and contributes to society for a collective impact, but also what is the role of business in building community. It is important at this state in time, or this period in time, and where we are in terms of business, that we create a value-based culture with a very strong sense of community, and that business is not only the catalyst, but the glue that builds communities of this nature. This is a very, very exciting period in our lives. I'm privileged, or we are privileged, to live through this. Join us for this program, for these interesting conversations, a discussion that will spread over 2 days, where we look at measuring what counts for better economic outlooks and for the purpose of your business. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.